Howdy. A picture from the local shop. Here on top it says hedelmät, which means like fruits. And last time I have been in the shop, this whole shelf was full of fruits. Today, it turned out that half of the shell, or shelf, or whatever it is in English, Hülle, Gestell, is filled with flowers. And here we have the fruits. I don't know. Maybe a sign of the times. But anyway, maybe something interesting now, as there happened a rather strong quake in Argentina, 610 kilometers in depth, which is very deep. And it is in an interesting spot, I would say, because you can see here that we have millions of volcanoes in the Andes. But we aren't in the Andes. We are probably much more in the Amazon region, I think. And since this is my second take of the video, I pushed the wrong button, so I had to start all over again. Like at the right proximity of the quake, there isn't anything really visible except those two white things here. Whatever they are. But we have fields, and I assume it is a rather flat area. And beside the quake, we have this thing. Which is rather interesting. There could be some houses which are still used today, or some elderly stuff. So we will take the coordinates of the quake and check it out. Where did we just fly to? Is this China? Yeah, maybe that's the antipod of the quake. I probably took the wrong. Yes, I took the wrong one. I took the antipod. Now let's do it again. And then we take the slash out and we are flying again over the globe. Now it makes more sense. So here's the quake location. I think it was this one. Yeah, I don't know. This might be ancient since the roads don't seem to be straight or whatsoever. There's a straight road. But the pixelation is rather strong, so we don't know really what we are looking at. And there has been another quake as well, which has been on a rather interesting location. And we are in Tanzania, Lake Victoria region. The northern shore of Lake Victoria is almost exactly at the equator. So now let's check it out. Status, highly uncertain. Magnitude, unknown. Unconfirmed quake or seismic-like event, report Kenya. 402 kilometers north of Kiomboi, Iramba District Council, Singida, Tanzania, Saturday. 1 hour and 20 minutes ago. Highly uncertain. Possible earthquake. Shaking reported. And here it says 4.6, despite they're like claiming that we don't know. But now let's go over to Google Earth. Put in the coordinates and have a look at it. How far away is it from Victoria? It's almost at the equator. Yeah, something is not right with that. Avatar movie shop. It happened in the supermarket. Now we are getting somewhere. So there is obviously a town, a rather big one. Where is Lake Victoria? It's just on the side of it. Yeah, that's very interesting. This is an equatorial quake. And now I don't find the village anymore, I think. So let's have a look at this picture. Town in Kenya. Yeah, it's rather green. Maybe there's coffee growing. Whatever these are. Horses. Dragons? Dragon horses. Yeah, maybe some windshield reflection. That's a very beautiful picture. Yes, this was also very interesting. At least for me, I like traveling like this. It would be much more interesting to go around there, but we have to check it out once again. Yeah, I was off by many hundreds of kilometers. But anyway, here, if we zoom out a little bit, there's some hill marked somewhere here. Nyankwa Hill. Yeah, that's a hill. Check it out. And there's like people living all over the place. And if there's a hill and people living on top of the hill, we might expect some water as well there. Is there some waterfall thing? Haha. Check it out. Mountain water. Anyone? Maybe there is iron containing water flowing there. So let's go back to the beginning to the waterfall. Yeah, this is very interesting. Greenish water. But now let's have a quick look still at, what was it? Popocatepetl, I think. Yes, it is Popocatepetl, and it is very dramatic at the moment. This is the live cam. And if we go back a little bit, there's once this little ash plume. Here it is. It's maybe not that little. You can see it, and there's the cloud on top of it. And it plunges through the clouds. Or this one cloud there. Let's go on a bit quicker. Now it reaches the cloud already. And it just goes through it. And the cloud seems to somehow dissipate simultaneously. And there's also interesting things going on here. Maybe you can see it, but there's some kind of a connection going on. And also here seems that there is something. It's not just random movement of ash clouds and clouds. There's more to the story. So now let's have a look at the interesting thing, I think. So that's the really beginning of it. Of this live stream, 4 hours and 46 minutes. And there is this cloud here, and then we have this which goes up. And I think that they are really connected with each other. Furthermore, I just noticed that we have this kind of striping, or however you want to call it, going on. There's like some here as well. Now let's just have a look at the picture. Now this is that's the video. You can see the time running. And this has been going on for some time. I wish this would have started a little bit earlier. We could have probably seen how this is connecting down here. And vice versa. You get the idea. Maybe it should be drawn like that. There's the energy coming from beneath and the energy coming from above, and there is some kind of pinching point or whatever you want to call it. And it really seems that this goes all the way up to the heavens. And at one point this connection doesn't persist anymore and it dissipates. And it didn't take long after this happening that we had this ash plume coming out. So there was obviously some kind of energy exchange going on. I took a screenshot at one point and enhanced it a bit, which you can see here. That's a screenshot. Nothing done to the picture. We just watched this. 12, 11, 11. Funny. That's the enhanced version. Yeah, there's quite much pixelation going on, but I think the connection from this thing up here is much better visible. And I wouldn't be surprised, or it has to be actually like this, that this would, at least the upper part, this one, that this would spin into a certain direction. This is this kind of like a really big dust devil. I have been making videos about La Palma's dust devils, several. And I think that's in a way a bigger version of the whole thing. That's the original. The enhanced version. There is probably some kind of atmospheric layer going on here. That's why it just extends to a certain height. I think it's very interesting, especially when we have this kind of rather active sun. Deep quakes already happening, so let's see what the next days bring. Thank you. Bye.